everybody, we are back. Canes fan 20 here with another video. We got Akshay here ready for another one. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Let's do it. This week, what an exciting week here. So that was exciting. We'll see how much time we have. We'll probably add some hot takes into there at the end. See what we got. Yeah, let's start off. You can start off with your Eagles.
All right, so we got the Niners Eagles at a 3 o'clock game, NFC Championship in Philadelphia, and I think we all saw what the Eagles could do in the divisional round. That they just completely embarrassed the Giants at home. I don't think it was even close. Jalen Hurts, I know he didn't have that big money performance, like not a big 280 passing yards, but did you see the Eagles rushing 268 yards on the ground? Are you serious? That is crazy.
Yeah, that
That
is.
too Hurts had a clean game, no picks, and the Eagles defense once again 5 sacks, all very close to the 84-85 Bears defense in leading sacks in a single season record with 75 sacks, I believe, including the playoffs. And Hassan Reddick has just been absolutely unbelievable. This team, I have a really good feeling, could go all the way. But you got the Niners. I mean, they didn't really have a convincing performance yesterday against the Dallas Cowboys, but they got the job done. You know, it was their home field advantage, so it made sense that they won that game. And yeah, not like Brock Purdy did what he was supposed to do. He didn't go absolutely out of standards, but yeah, he did what he was supposed to do and he took care of business there. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a good matchup
Yeah.
between two good teams who are both good on the offensive side of the ball, both good on defensive sides of the ball. This is going to be a really good game. Your thoughts, Ari Hunt?
Yeah, you stated it perfectly. You got the 49ers having a kind of a lackluster performance. Brock Purdy still perfect though. Their defense at the end, that last Cowboys questionable play at the end with Zeke snapping the ball.
Yeah. I saw
That
that
was
play. I
that
saw
was weird, but yeah. So there's that. He got absolutely crushed by the
Yeah,
defensive back.
that
Yeah,
was a big hit.
that was a big hit. 49ers offense, not coming up at the end, fourth quarter. Well, that's what you want in a team. You want them to come up in the fourth quarter. So yeah, I mean they did what they had to do and they got the job done. Eagles, what can I say about the Eagles? 38-7. 5 touchdowns and an extra and a field goal. Only letting the Giants to 7 points. That's a defensive offensive performance. 268 yards, as you said, a lot of rushing yards, Miles Sanders, everybody contributing into the thing. And Jalen Hurts doing what he has to do to get the job done. Probably the MVP since Josh Allen has left. So that
Yeah,
we'll talk about the MVP later on in the game in the video. Yeah,
yeah.
you stated it perfectly. So, you can predict first.
All right, so not trying to be biased here, but this is like my actual pick. I really believe in this pick, and I got the Eagles here because of home field advantage. I am taking them 35-32 in a close one by a field goal. I'm taking them here.
Yeah, okay. I have a little bit more to state. I think Brock Purdy is a generational talent. Mr. Irrelevant, he has like an underdog story to him. And I'm going to pick the underdog here. I'm going to pick the 49ers to win
All right, all right.
38-35 in a close game. I know I didn't want to say it. I wanted to give you a surprise. No hard feelings, but I think the Niners just have what
Nah,
it
it's all right.
takes.
I see that. I see that.
Because I've
Just the
I've
reason
just
they
seen that
got
Brock Purdy. He has like he's one of those quarterbacks who could like handle pressure, as you've seen like making to playoffs. Everybody thought their season was over after Garoppolo got injured. Everybody thought after Trey Lance got injured, but yeah, they pulled it together and 7 straight. That's pretty good.
and
That's pretty good.
And plus, we haven't seen a rookie quarterback going to the Super Bowl. They've never won a Super Bowl,
They've
at
never won
least.
it. I think it's
That's
time. I
that's
think it's
gonna
time
be
for Brock Purdy. Brock
that's
Purdy.
gonna be interesting to see.
Next game. Next game. What can I say about this game? The Bengals versus the Chiefs. I'll cover this one. The Bengals and the Chiefs. What? These two teams. Joe Burrow's press conference after the game was so funny. You better send those refunds.
Yeah.
You
I
better
saw
send
that
those refunds. I think all Chiefs
one.
fans were secretly hoping that the Bengals won so they could have home field advantage. No neutral site game here. What can I say about the Chiefs? The Chiefs, oof, they it looked like the Chiefs were going to lose. It looked like Jacksonville was going to win. Their offense was driving. Then Mahomes came back. That first half, Chad Henne, unsung hero for their team. That one drive was definitely that
Yeah.
was like the winner drive because like that
Yeah, and I was like that did define. I believe it was what 96-yard drive, 11
96 yard.
plays.
Yeah, it
That was
was
insane.
98 because it was at the two.
98, yeah,
Yeah,
98 yards.
huge drive. That was a big drive. Yeah, Chiefs playing good. Well, we have to check on Patrick Mahomes. It's early in the week. We'll see how his legs feeling after that high ankle sprain. So
Yeah.
we'll figure that out there. Chiefs defense playing good. Chris Jones still hasn't got that playoff sack. He's been looking for that. And then there's on the other side of the ball, you got the Bengals absolutely destroying the Bills.
Yeah,
27-10, I believe, was the final score.
27-10.
That
Yep.
was insane. Everybody thought the Bills were going to win. I think Joe Burrow's underdog stories fueled him to win. I think he also has a good chance to win it. But
Yeah.
my God, Joe Burrow absolutely shredded the Bengals yesterday. The Bills yesterday. The Bengals defense was insane. This was the game that we wanted. What a game this was for the Bengals. Showed that they are contenders and not pretenders. So you can predict it if you want.
All right. So yeah, I think you stated it perfectly. Yeah, the Bengals absolutely. I don't think anybody saw that, especially MVP Allen. Everybody thought, but the Bengals defense did amazing, contained him to just 10 points. A Buffalo offense that has been absolutely lights off. Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen. I didn't even hear Stephon Diggs' name last yesterday. I didn't even hear his name. That's how good the Bengals defense was yesterday. Joe Burrow got shut out. Then Josh Allen, sorry. Joe Burrow had an absolutely great game yesterday. If you saw those first few drives, that man just, I think he went eight, I'm pretty sure 6 for 6 on the first drive. Led to the 28-yard touchdown for Jamar Chase. That is called a quarterback. That is consistent. That can lead you to a Super Bowl. Came so close last year. Has a chance this year again. And then Patty Mahomes, yeah, got that ankle sprain. We're going to talk about that. Yeah, so that was he seemed fine though after that one Henny drive, which that was we already talked about that, the 98-yard drive. And yeah, the Chiefs team, the Jaguars almost pulled off a close one there. We
Yeah.
almost saw that
Showed
second
signs of
point
weakness. Showed signs of weakness.
showed signs of weakness, I'll say. But the Kansas, I think the one disappointing thing though about Jacksonville in that game was their defense. Kansas City easily drove down,
Yeah.
scored those points, especially that Henny drive, which is the game-changing drive, like you said. And yeah, this is gonna be a really good game. So I'm gonna say I know the Bengals have beaten the Chiefs 3 times, but I think it's time for, especially in a game like this, AFC Championship on the line for Mahomes. I'm gonna take the Chiefs here. I'm gonna take the Chiefs here at Arrowhead. I'm gonna take them at a close one, 28-24.
Okay, okay. I see you. I'm gonna go opposite with you. I think the Bengals have what it takes. They've had the Chiefs number in past years, especially last year. We saw what happened. That game was insane last year. Evan McPherson. I think that. What was your score prediction? What is your score?
For like what I just said.
Yeah, the Bengals Chiefs.
Oh, I said 28-24.
28-24. Okay. Yeah. So I think that the Bengals are gonna win this one. I think they're gonna win 31-24. 31-24. I think the Bengals have what it takes. They've shown it in past years. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. We've been going on for 8 minutes. How about some hot takes? How about some hot takes? How about some hot takes?
All right, all right, all right.
So,
So
who do you think is going to be your? Who do you think is going to have the best performance this week in the conference championships out of all four teams? What what
who
player? What player do you think is going to have the best?
that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
It's a good
Like us, I'm thinking like surprise players right now, and I'm gonna honestly I'm gonna go with Tyler Boyd if the Bengals do win. And you know why I'm saying this? The reason I'm saying is because of what a performance he, but especially all the tight ends. I'm just saying Tyler Boyd, but there are a couple of other tight ends that could also be a big factor, like Hayden Hurst. But I'm saying Tyler Boyd. He could be a really big factor in the game
yeah.
against the Chiefs, especially what he's done, especially overshadowed by those guys like T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, all those guys. But he has put on an absolute show, I have to say, and he's going to be a big factor for the Bengals in what they do. Also, I want to see that Niner defense against the Eagles. They have to be big in that game, especially against that clicking Philadelphia offense that I absolutely love. So yeah, that's going to be two
Yeah.
big factors in
I'm
this
gonna
close game.
pick. I'm gonna pick somebody for the 49ers. I'm gonna pick. Not really underrated. I'm gonna pick either Brandon Ayuk or Christian McCaffrey to have a big game. Christian McCaffrey had
All right.
an amazing game. Even Elijah Mitchell, one of the underrated running backs for the 49ers. So yeah, Brandon Ayuk. I feel like Brandon Ayuk, Debo Samuel, either one of those two. They all have a chance. They all have a chance to play huge part in the Eagles' defeat. So
Yeah,
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 yeah.
absolutely.
Any
Yeah.
other questions? Any other hot take questions you have?
I think yeah. How about we go for who's your MVP right now? I mean, there's a couple of choices,
I mean, yeah, there's a couple
but
choices.
yeah, you can start off if you want.
I think it's gonna be either Patrick. I think it's gonna be Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes.
Mm, Patty.
Mahomes or Allen or Hurts. But those are the three options, obviously. But I think Hurts. I feel like Hurts has a chance to play it. But the reason I have a doubt is because he's been injured. He's not played a full season. He's been kind of relying on his running attack more as not as his passing attack. He's been like running the ball more than like passing, which you want to see in a quarterback. You want mobility, like Lamar Jackson. You've seen how much of a star he is, but like as you see, Lamar Jackson's not won anything. So, yeah, I think it's going to be Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. What about you? What do you think?
No, I think I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts here. Completely being honest, I think Mahomes has a very good chance of winning. I think Allen's out of the running because first of all, he had a great season. Not gonna take anything away from Josh Allen. Absolutely brilliant season. But had he won that game yesterday, I think he would have almost had the MVP locked. But since he got absolutely destroyed by that Bengals defense, I'm not gonna give it to Allen. I'm gonna give it to Hurts because Hurts not I know what you said about him running, but that was last season. This season he has improved as a passer.
He has.
He has
He has.
actually been running the ball pretty less in the last few games if you've seen. Like obviously last game against the Giants he did because his shoulder was hurt, right? So he wanted to test it. But before his shoulder was hurt, he barely ran the ball. Probably in week 1, I saw him running the ball, but after like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, he was barely keeping the ball. He was barely doing those designing runs.
Yeah,
Which is a
for
good because
sure.
you want to see a
You want to see a
quarterback
passer as
passing.
well.
Running's not going to take you anywhere. You want to see a passing quarterback. That's why they got AJ Brown. Otherwise, what's the point in bringing in a guy like AJ Brown, who's a great wide receiver, top 5 wide receiver in receiving yards right now? What's the point in bringing him in, having Devontae Smith? So yeah, I got Hurts here. Mahomes is probably going to be a close second. Allen kind of let me down, but yeah, I think Hurts has been really good. He has completed the standards. He's been absolutely brilliant for the Eagles. I got Hurts taking this MVP.
Yeah. You're right. All right, so our Super Bowl prediction. So my Super Bowl right now is the Bengals versus the 49ers. Your Super Bowl is the Eagles versus the Chiefs. So
Yeah.
yeah, these are both amazing. So we'll see how they turn out. So thank you everybody for watching our video. We'll come back with our Super Bowl predictions next week. We'll probably upload some more videos about other things, baseball, hockey, cricket. We do all those
Yeah,
things.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah, we do.
definitely.
Okay, signing off. We'll see you later. Peace, guys.